Welcome. I'm Zeeda Andrews with Quest for Truth. Obama brazenly lifts the cover and unveils the fraud behind how the globalists are using him as their slyest ever puppet to destroy the last vestiges of America's freedom, Constitution, and the economy, while they strip this country bare to the bone. Our wealth is dissipating. Obama was installed to accomplish this one world government aligned with these Luciferian eugenic scum, hell-bent on destroying America's #1 world status and replacing it with a hollow shell of tyranny, with mind control through television programming, gadgets, and phones, brainwashing, with all the media prostitutes' talking points that serve to reinforce this image of the beast Obama, that are laid bare, unveiling the naked truth. Obama is nothing more than a corporate marketing creation, a skilled hypnotist using seductive tools of propaganda, race, gender, and class warfare to deceive the masses into accepting his and the globalist rhetoric while ignoring the contradiction of his actions. Obama says one thing to the people and then he does the other. This is the brainwash. He does the opposite with the ever-expanding police state, the warrantless wiretapping, secret arrests, and that is going on, the indefinite detention of citizens. The war in Afghanistan, this is all about the opium poppy fields, the war in Pakistan, have all been expanded under Obama, this image of the beast, or simply put, the Antichrist. Despite his promises, we all know he is a liar. Obama serves this beast system known as globalism, and it leaves no doubt who he serves. The elite class of Luciferians, these secret societies known to many, the beast system in the Bible, or the synagogue of Satan. Yes, it's all part of the Vatican, the beast system. And it's their agenda that Obama is diligently following. Yes, he has his own agenda. He's a Muslim. That's his agenda, too. They've been promised America for their very own. Everyone wants to take out Israel and America. The Luciferians in charge, they give life to this image of the beast Obama. They speak through Obama. Obama was put in power to cement this power structure of tyranny and oppression. It started under Bush. While the masses slept, they were lulled into a deep hypnosis. It started all the empty promises of change. The lie of weapons of mass destruction is paving the way for this beast system. And unless you realize what is happening right before your eyes, I fear that you may be caught up in it, and it will be a surprise, like a thief in the night. Though many are sounding this alarm of danger. Alex Jones, there's a lot of people out there with great intel. And some people don't like him, but it's not about him, it's about the message. Obama has continued and expanded the socialized financial takeover that was introduced by Bush, and how the banksters, the gangsters, these cronies have made off with trillions of taxpayer money, bankrupting the future of America for generations to come. The hypocrisy and the underlying deceit of Obama himself are displayed in plain view. He was not born in this country. He is not a natural born to be president of the United States. His birth certificate is a fraud like him, proven with forensic evidence. The cap and the trade hoax is demolished and revealed to be nothing less than a total takeover of American economy and the infrastructure, the land. The mandate to micromanage every aspect of every citizen's private life, including our election system now. Obama's role in this converting America into a free market, free republic, is a joke. What it's turning into is a command and control state-run beast system controlled by offshore banksters, gangsters, their interest. This is the biggest robbery in the history of mankind on earth. The brazen levels of tyranny and the corruption is displayed by Obama and his minions and his administration should be very clear with his intentions and his administration in the short period of 8 years, that it will go down in history for infamy. The trickery and the secrecy of this image of the beast system, Obama, the Antichrist, his lawlessness is paramount. In Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution, there's a law against a seated president serving a foreign government body. And Obama, he became the head of the UN National Security Council in September 2009. The UN is not ran by the Secretary General, as most of us are led to believe. It's like having a governor and a lieutenant governor. The lieutenant governor does all the work. Well, that applies the same on the head of the Security Council. The Secretary General does not actually run it. It is the head of the Security Council that has the power. He's the one who really runs the UN. They run the votes, they run NATO, and take the lead in determining the existence of a threat to the peace or the act of aggression. He calls upon all the parties to a dispute to settle it by either peaceful means, or he recommends methods of adjustment or terms of settlement, whichever. In some cases, the Security Council can resort to imposing sanctions or even authorize the use of force to maintain or restore international peace and security. The power was given him. It's evident. His recent actions of aggression against Israel, against Russia, and against us for that matter. People need to wake up fast, because I believe the hell is going to break after the meeting of the 70 nations in Paris that will decide Israel's fate, and as well as ours. We're in there too. It will come sudden. This beast system will have to be put down, or we will die trying putting it down. They're coming after Donald Trump. Obama has laid this groundwork, and they are ready to enforce their diabolical plan against America, against Israel, and against Donald Trump or anybody that gets in their way. The Security Council also recommends the General Assembly, the appointments of the Secretary General, and the admission of the new members to the United Nations. And together with the General Assembly, it elects the judges of the International Court of Justice. We are literally ran by Islamic nations, folks. Regardless if you want to believe it or not, it is happening and it is true. Obama has brazenly violated Section 1, Article 9 of the U.S. Constitution by seating himself as the head of the National Security Council of the United Nations, becoming the first president to chair the world body at the same time. This image of the beast, Obama, also known as the Antichrist dictatorship, is in its final stages of completion, and laws protecting basic human rights are being abolished worldwide. An iron curtain of high-tech tyranny is now descending over the planet. World War III will begin in cyber war before the bombs drops, or before the disarmament of guns. Under this UN charter, the National Security Council has primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. It's all about peace and security. It has 15 members, and its 15 member has one vote. Under the charter, all member states are obligated to comply with the Council's decision. That's Obama. He heads it. Again, let me say, the National Security Council takes the lead in determining the existence of, or the threat of, or to the peace of, or the act of aggression. It all lies on one man. It calls upon the parties to a dispute to settle it by peaceful means, or it can recommend methods of adjustments through aggression or terms of settlement, whichever. We can see why the lies against Israel and Russia are taking form, they're taking shape, and why the American people are being manipulated. This is their last-ditch effort. That's to stop Donald Trump, to start their plans, this plan that they have worked on day and night to see whom they can devour for 70 years. This is a very serious matter. We're more danger now than ever. but we are going to overcome this. The National Security Council can resort to imposing sanctions or even authorize the use of force to maintain and restore its international peace and security. Peace and security. You have to ask yourself how Obama's talking about a twinkling out of an eye fast, because they had already had this in the making. It was already planned. And you have to ask yourself, whose peace and security are they talking about? Surely it's not the American people or Israel, the people of Israel. So together with the General Assembly, it elects the judges of the International Court of Justice. That's right. So do you think if they have their way with this New World Order, this plan, that the International Court of Justice will replace the Supreme Court? You better believe they will, and they can't wait to do it. International Court will replace our Supreme Court if they have their way. If you want to get to the truth, you have to start asking questions. Why hasn't Obama been arrested for his many, multiple treasonous acts against the people, against America, against the Constitution? The Sergeant at Arms is the authorized, he has the authority to arrest and detain Obama or any person violating Senate rules. And that includes the President of the United States. But here's the kicker. That's the most disturbing to me, is that Congress approved and ruled to break the law of the Constitution and voted in favor to seat Obama as head of the UN National Security Council. That should be very telling to everybody where we are and where we, the people, stand when it comes to our Congress that's going to save us. And we cannot rely on Congress to save us. Or, yeah, we have the House now and we have the Senate. It's a facade. This image of the beast will speak against God and against his dwelling place, which is Jerusalem, and against all the righteous. If you want to know more about the image of the beast, I suggest that you read Revelations 13, and it's always good to read it for yourself. Now we have conflicting stories about the Fort Lauderdale shooter. All of this is going to intensify. These cells are being activated, folks. Eyewitnesses say that there were 3 more active shooters they witnessed after the first shooter was arrested. So beware of the story. The story is not consistent. So, they're covering up the truth somewhere. They don't want us to be frightened, because we can't handle the truth. You figure it out. Let your conscience be your guide. These vomit brokers are spreading their government propaganda. Obama is coming after the gun, folks. I believe that's what this is about. So as Muslim Brotherhood buddies can have their way with us because they are cowards. You have to remember Obama's CIA. They trained Al-Qaeda to become ISIS. They are ISIS. He has armed them, equipped them with the very best. They went from sandals to insulated boots to the very best gear any soldier could have. We have to open our eyes and open our ears. This has been proven. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy fact. I believe we cannot coexist with these liberals pushing this communist and Islamic agenda. We have to stop them. We are Americans. We need to keep our nation free of these controlling atheists, left-wingers, communists, Islamists that want to change our country to a shithole. Be prepared for the worst. Pray for the best. Pray for blessings. Pray for interventions. And let's take this wickedness out that's trying to consume us. Even if it's a small battle on social media, we have to start standing up for ourselves and put it down and say no. Well, I'm Zeeda Andrews with Quest for Truth. We'll be signing off until my next episode. Take care.